Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
What you got on my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you, thank you, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, you know, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put... Woo! Prosper. Prosper, I said.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations. 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 Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow? Or if that takes faith, see, I like 1,000. Because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
What up, folks? What up, what up, what up? I don't know if you can hear me. Somebody verify. Somebody verify. Happy New Year, Brian. Yeah. Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Everybody hit the like button. The more likes we get, the more new people will come in here. If you want, well, okay, so let me give you the rundown. We're gonna move over to Rumble in about 30 minutes unless we meet goal. So if you want me to stay on YouTube for 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs at the top of the chat. It's also in the description of this video. What up, Lauren? Queen of the stream. Queen of the stream is in the house. So yeah, $15 to keep me on 2 hours for YouTube. If we don't meet goal, then I'm gonna go over to Rumble in about 30 minutes to go over a Kendra G. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums everything up. Hit the like button. Let's get the donations up if you want me on 2 hours. Other than that, let's get into this ridiculous 2026 nonsense.
Wonderful day or night, but for now let's get into the video.
Story time on how my boyfriend literally got me nothing for Christmas. So we had been dating 6 or 7 months. We got together in May of this year. So this was recent. This was like last night.
Oh wow, what a cool story. So May, December, 6 or 7 months, basically last night. Does anyone understand spoilers and how a story should be developed and told? I mean, don't get me wrong, you would make a perfect writer for the new Star.
Okay, let me just say this. Back when I was, 18, 19, 20, 21, I would have did anything for a girlfriend. Well, not anything, almost anything. The point that I'm trying to make is, like, I feel like most men, when they're young, Happy New Year, Rada. Salute. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Glad you're in here. So, A lot of young men, they'll do anything for a girlfriend. So I'm saying that to say it's no coincidence that these women end up with guys who don't even think enough about them to get them something for Christmas. I'll just leave it there. I mean, when I was young, just let's move on. I would have put so much effort into a girlfriend, and I believe that's true for most guys. But women don't want most guys, so never mind. Hope you feel better. I'm starting to feel sick too, Rada. So rough start to the year.
Wars movies where Mary Sue Palpatine will be on TikTok and Luke would bring green milk from the space cows and then the end and everyone will watch that movie. But if you're gonna start a story with the end, basically no one would care to listen. Oh, fail, but I wanted to. Sure, fine.
And that Friday rolls around, and we had gotten in a pretty big fight. Christmas is the next Thursday after that Friday, so almost a week after. We got in a pretty big fight that Friday, and a lot of things just weren't like working well in the relationship. And we ended up breaking up that night.
One of the best things you could ever do for yourself is to move to a place you've never been. By yourself, not knowing anyone, just because. I've read.
All right, let's break on that. So that is a huge red flag. I mean, her inflated lips and the fact that she even has a TikTok is enough of a red flag to just say to not have anything serious to do with her. Let's hold on. Let me pause on a better spot.
All the books, podcasts.
The lips are throwing me off, but what are we rating her from 1 to 10? I mean, everything is throwing me off. The makeup. I don't know what this woman looks like. Just never mind. Anytime a woman will just up and go to a city that, look, she doesn't know anybody in that city. She just ups and moves to California. Don't know anybody in California. Look, you stay far away from that woman, far as anything serious. Women don't do things like that. Let's break this down a little bit. I mean, women do things like that these days, but let me break down why it's so toxic and telling. Women naturally gravitate to familiarity and community and security and safeness. I mean, is safeness even a word? Anyway, so by the time a woman is just going to a new city that she doesn't know anybody at, that's a wild girl right there. And she's probably been around the block 10,000 times. She has no fear. It's just not wife and girlfriend material. She's a rolling stone by that point. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. Women gravitate to safe, security, family, community. None of that aligns with I'm about to just go move to a new city by myself where I don't know nobody. She's a wild degenerate by the point she doing some shit like that. She's a free spirit, and you know why to stay away from free spirit types. Um, they try to be men. Like if a man got the nuts to just go to a new place and start fresh, that's attractive to women because that's a big dog, got big balls. He's a voyager or whatever the fuck. He's fucking taking on new frontiers or whatever you call it. But as a woman, complete red fucking flag, black flag, really. Um, what's I gonna say? Let's just continue.
Ever do for yourself to move to a place you've never been. By yourself, not knowing anyone, just because. I've read all the books, podcasts, the courses, got my master's degree. I can promise you this. I have learned the most from moving out on my own. Then at 17, and from there I've moved around different places by myself pretty often.
What kind of shit is that?
Like, what? What?
Okay. Listen. She says she's been moving around to all different type of places often since 17. A lot of slang comes along with that. A lot of D comes along with that. See, when women are damaged for any reason, they're usually going to be promiscuous. No matter what the reason she's damaged is, it usually comes along with a lot of sexual partners. She's talking about she done been here, been there, been there. Yeah, look, body count of at least 50. At least 50.
Amount of resourcefulness, confidence, and wisdom that you gain from the amount of from there. I've moved around different places by myself pretty often. The amount of resourcefulness, confidence, and wisdom that you gain from just that experience is completely unmatched from literally anything else. If you're
Once again, for a man, those are positive things, but you're not a fucking man. So all this just makes you gross and masculine and undesirable on the dating market. But yeah, for a man, all those things would be great and make him a high value man in a sense, or a higher value man, and it would make him more desirable to women. It does the opposite for you as a woman. They make you a low value woman and undesirable on the dating market. It makes you a high value man in a woman's body. And ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
gain from just that experience is completely unmatched from literally anything else. If you're wondering, how do I get to that next level, but you're still in your hometown, you're still in a place that you're comfortable with, you're still seeing the same people, seeing the same things every single day, just one piece of advice and just leave.
Well, I would, but I'm not a trust fund baby. And also, I kind of like where I live and my friends and the people that I surround myself with. But
Let me just say this. I just this came across my spirit to say, woman who can't keep a man around by 30. Like, I know it's a big theme on our channel, but I'm trying to see if I can articulate it even more. How big of a fucking red flag that is when a woman can't keep a man around. I don't trust. See, it's different to it's one thing to roast 30 plus women who can't keep a man, 40 plus women who can't keep a man, 50 plus year old women who can't keep a man, roast them on the internet and be like, hey, what's the problem? You're the problem. Ha ha ha. But no, like, seriously, I don't trust you as a human by this. Do you know how easy it is and fundamental it is for a woman to just be able to keep a man around? Something is wrong with you to the point I just don't trust you in general if you can't keep a man around. There's something off about you as a human, as a woman, if you can't keep a man around. See, it's not the same. People try to make it seem like it's so creepy if a guy's been single for 10, 15 years. But actually, it's more creepy if a woman's been single 5, 10, 15 years of flaying here and there. It's more creepy for her. See, women don't want most men. So that's why it's not creepy to me if a dude can't get a bitch, never had a bitch. They always try to make him seem like he's some creep. No, women don't want 80% of men. So I don't see anything wrong with it at all. But everybody want a bitch. Most men want a bitch. So you're the fucking creep, lady. If you can't keep a man around. I, whatever. Let's continue.
don't get me wrong, I would dump all of that in a heartbeat. It's just that I really don't like the bad breath I get after being to Dubai for a week. Sure, there's mouthwash, but I mean, people still kind of don't want to kiss me anymore. Moved out at 17 and became a successful businesswoman, right? All on your own with no money, no knowledge, no friends or family. Come on now.
Do you want to know how a man actually handles conflict before you're emotionally attached and invested? There's 4 early signs that you can watch for, and this is where so many women lose years. Most women dismiss early conflict because it feels small, But the small stuff is where the patterns live. So here's the 4 early signs that predict how conflict is going to be dealt with in your relationship.
What are we rating her? She's kind of cute. I mean, I guess her eyes are kind of far apart, but what do we think, guys? What are we rating her?
So number 1, does he avoid or engage? Listen for things like, it's not a big deal, deflecting, changing the subject, refusing to discuss it or listen to your point of view.
No, that's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. When a bitch just keep going on and on about something, yeah, that's normal. Like, yeah, it ain't a big deal. Cause yeah, women like to make a mountain out of a molehill. So I don't think it's a toxic trait for the cool, calm, collected. So I don't think it's a negative trait for a man to be cool, calm, collected, and stoic and say, "Ah, it ain't that big of a deal. Let's move on. Let's change the subject. It ain't that important."
Deflecting, changing the subject, refusing to discuss it or listen to your point of view, shutting you down. Avoidance now becomes stonewalling later.
I had to listen to my girl yesterday for 2 hours about how some friend of hers borrowed her red sweater and never returned it. He's a man. For him, it's not a big deal. And I really start to believe that therapy, she's not a therapist, she's just some lunatic on TikTok. But I really do start to believe that therapy is made for women and women only.
Number 2, how he reacts to feedback. Does he get curious? Does he get defensive? Flooded or shut down? Does he take everything as criticism? So him getting curious is a good thing. Defensiveness is what blocks intimacy.
And you, of course, wouldn't want that, then stop nagging him. It's not feedback, it's not criticism, it's nagging because he's not doing what you want him to do at the exact time you want him to do it.
Number
Yeah, yeah. A lot of women are controlled in that way. Yeah, a lot of women are controlled in that way. They want what they want, when they want, how they want it, or they're gonna throw a fit, or there's just gonna be hell to pay. And as a man, you just get tired of fighting that all the time, to the point where you just want to walk off, just leave the bitch.
Exact time you want him to do it.
Number 3, does he know how to repair after conflict? Does he revisit the conversation? Does he bring up the subject later on his own? Does he reflect afterwards? No return means no repair skill, and repair is the foundation of partnership.
And that's why the majority of relationships don't work, because women usually will start the conflict and they'll expect the man to apologize and repair what they've started. Yeah, no. I know I'm sorry is the most difficult thing for you to say, but if you want to make that relationship work, maybe you should try it every now and again.
Number 4, how does your body feel after tension? Do you feel calmer and closer, or do you feel more alone and anxious? Your nervous system knows before your mind does, so you need to listen to it. If this hit, the next reel breaks down how to tell if a man actually values you or just the role that you play.
Well, you heard the lunatic.
Studies show that having a boyfriend ruins your aura as a woman. It ruins the energy, the life that you have as a woman. We're not 19 anymore. The word boyfriend is cancelled out of the dictionary.
If a man is not trying to starting off with that, are trying to convince me. You're trying to convince me that
Married.
Hold on a second. So you're really telling me that you're leaving your house to go on a coffee date? And you are trying to convince me, you're trying to convince me that that is a real date. That's not a real date. That's a vibe check. That's a vibe check. He's not being intentional.
I mean, a vibe check is great because most of you bitches aren't gonna pass the vibe check. So he probably saved himself 15,000 that year. A vibe check is great. See, and the reason women like you don't like the vibe check because you know you won't pass it.
That's a vibe check. He's not being intentional, and that is not investment. And if that is how you're starting off with that man, it's not going anywhere. And I don't need to be psychic to tell you that. It's going nowhere. Because in the beginning, if a man is not trying to impress you, he doesn't care enough, okay? He does not give an F. What are you doing? It's 2025. Raise those standards, baby. Raise them, okay?
See, this is exactly why men are switching to coffee dates instead of dinner. She's saying if a man's not trying to impress you from the start, it's going nowhere. But that's not standards, that's entitlement. And honestly, I don't blame men for catching on. Men are tired. They're tired of putting in effort, time, energy, and money just to get ghosted, disrespected, or used for attention and free meals. And we as women helped create that. We turned dating into a performance test instead of a connection. Now it's like men have to prove themselves before they're even shown genuine interest.
Okay. Just be wary of these female content creators, bros. I don't trust them. I appreciate what they're doing because they're getting the message out there. So on one end, salute, sis. But whatever you do, don't be in the comments talking about protect her at all costs, bro. These chicks just found a new career. Pander to men and tell them what they want to hear.
It's like men have to prove themselves.
Happy New Year, Rutherford. Salute. We're gonna go over to Kendra. Well, we're gonna go over to Rumble unless we meet the live stream goal. Let me drop the Rumble link in the chat. Let me drop the Rumble link in the chat. All right, let's get the likes up too. Can we get the likes up? We're going over to Rumble soon. How long I've been on? I've been on 24 minutes. So yeah, unless we get the $15 live stream goal met within the next 5 to 10 minutes, we're just gonna go over to Rumble and do a Kendra. So yeah, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs off the top of the chat. Also in the description. Uh, or super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Let's get back into it.
A connection. Now it's like men have to prove themselves before they're even shown genuine interest, effort, or femininity. It's almost as if somewhere along the way, dating became transactional. We stopped asking, do I like this man? And started asking, what can I get from him? And when a man offers a coffee date, suddenly it's low effort or
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. That girl who was talking about, coffee date, low effort, raise the standards, ladies. She probably just left the house of a Chad that fucked her 6 ways from Sunday and never took the bitch out once to a coffee date or for a walk in the park or anything. He just called her over to fuck her. That's what you gotta keep. 99% of these women in these cars and shit, or in their closet, talking about raise your standards, girlies. These bitches let dudes rearrange their insides who never took them out in public. Let's never lose sight of that.
from him. And when a man offers a coffee date, suddenly it's low effort or he's not serious. No, he's just smart. Like a coffee date isn't disrespectful. It's a man saying, "Let me see who you really are before I invest more." Because a lot of women have shown that they'll fake interest for a free dinner, post it online, and disappear the next day.
Facts, facts, facts. But I want to talk about this too. These women are crazy. These women are dismissing guys who clearly have their stuff together. They'll pull up in a nice car, they'll pull up in a suit, but he invited her to a coffee date. And these chicks, the point that I'm trying to make is they're dismissing top tier guys. These women are so spoiled for choice. They'll dismiss a 6 feet handsome 6 figure man because his shoes didn't match his belt. That's how much these bitches think the gravy train is never gonna end when it comes to just dating options.
Next day.
It's that, but it's not only about that. That first date is about us getting to know each other. When you're telling me that you can only get to know me if I spend money on you, then that's everything I need to know about you. And I'm gonna listen to this lady because she's bi. She's been dealing with also women for a long time now.
Is there any hope in dating? Because I kind of give up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
So yeah. So listen. She looks like she had a rough life on the cock carousel. A rough life. Look, by the time a woman is complaining about dating on the internet, there's probably no hope after that point. There's no point. There's no hope. Can you imagine dating a woman who has to run to the internet every day or every other day about what's going on in her personal life? Not an unattractive woman. Um, I'm sure y'all would give her a 5. Give her a solid 6. What are y'all ranking her in the chat? She got an inbox full, man. I just gotta keep reminding y'all. All these bitches got an inbox full. Yeah, true, Lauren. You're never gonna get the type of guys you like to commit. But let's hear what she says.
Because I kind of give up. It's too much. Even the people that I don't really care about that much, like the rejection sucks. It's like I feel like I'm so trapped in my hometown. Like people that could maybe be worth it aren't willing to date anybody outside of where they live. And I don't want to date anybody where the I live.
Exactly. Exactly. I wonder, do anybody that watch these videos actually feel sorry? There are guys who probably watch these videos and feel sorry for these broads. Even in a small town, these bitches got 10 guys in their inbox willing to date them seriously. That would actually be cool guys. And they're not even like 5'3" or ugly or some computer nerd or some Star Wars nerd or something. They're just regular, they're decent dudes, regular guys. Some of them are probably even halfway decent looking, or pretty good looking even. So yeah, just keep your tear ducts dry over there.
I don't want to date anybody where the I live. You know what I mean? It's tough. And being a single mom doesn't help anything.
Right.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid. What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with women. I truly do.
Gotta love AD. So yeah, she's a single mom. It's a wrap. So she's still chasing Chad and Tyrone as a single mom. It's over. It's fucking over. Well, actually, you know what? It's not over. I wonder how many kids she got. If a woman just got one kid, there's still hope. So there's a lot of decent guys who will still try to take the deal. It'll be a bad deal, but yeah, two or more kids on a dating market. Yeah, fuck no.
I don't know, it just feels like life is like this end of year, Christmas season, blah.
Obviously, now I'm only guessing, so you tell me if there might be some truth in what I'm about to say. She doesn't want to date where she lives because she's been around the block a few times and that block is really not that big, and now the entire block knows who she is, what she's done, and how she ended up being a single mother. Now I'm really gonna be guessing, but I kind of have a feeling she doesn't even know who the father is.
Throughout history, men have really struggled to cope with the fact that women create and have always created all of life. So they attempt to cope with this.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
Doesn't even make sense.
So they attempt to cope with this by overvaluing men's contributions and achievements, by making claims like, well, men built everything, or men built all of civilization. I mean, things that like you just know with your own two eyes are patently false.
Patently false. Men didn't build everything you see around you. I can't wait to hear this. Hold on. I can't wait to fucking hear this.
That like you just know with your own two eyes are patently false, but it helps them cope with the fact that they have a very limited role in creating life. And this is called womb envy. I personally believe that Christianity is just one giant manifestation of womb envy. Like, we all know that women are the creators of life, so they had to invent this big story about how, well, in the beginning, when it really mattered most, that time it was a man.
That's because it was, and I'm not even extremely religious, but it still was. And women kind of know that it was, that's why they're buying.
This isn't even worth responding to. She's just saying shit.
You just saying anything now, ho.
iPhones to recreate that.
Yeah, let's go over the Rumble on that note. Yeah. He dropped the Rumble link in the live chat. We're gonna go over the Rumble and go over Kendra. You don't have to sign up to watch. All you gotta do is click the link and watch. I just dropped the Rumble link in the chat. You don't have to sign up to continue watching. All you have to do is just click the link and watch. For people who aren't coming over to Rumble, remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people, because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet. And shout out to Mr. Cut. And I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Good night, YouTube family. Come watch me on Rumble, link in the live chat. You don't gotta sign up, you just gotta click the link and watch. RB Sensei out.